If you want to see how I went from bare face to full glam, then keep watching. Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm giving you an updated full glam makeup tutorial for dark skin. Clean skin makes a difference, so I'm starting off by cleansing my face with some micellar water. Even if your skin looks clean, micellar water picks up all those tiny traces of dirt and oils you don't see. This step really helps your makeup sit beautifully and prevents it from looking patchy later on. Next, I'm going in with my Tir Tir skin toner. I love using this because it instantly refreshes my skin and helps bring back that natural balance after cleansing. It also adds a nice layer of hydration so my moisturizer and makeup sit beautifully on top. Here I'm shaving the tiny hairs on my face. It's a simple step, but it really helps my skin look smoother and makes my makeup blend so much better. I'm applying the Tir Tir Ceramic Cream Moisturizer to make sure my skin is fully hydrated and ready for makeup. It feels super soothing and it gives me such a healthy looking glow before I even start my base. I'm applying the NYX Gripping Primer to help my makeup hold up throughout the day. It gets nice and tacky, which makes everything I layer on top blend beautifully and stays smooth. Make sure every product dries up before moving on to the next. Next, I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow. It instantly brightens my skin and gives me that healthy glow before I even start my foundation. It just makes the whole base routine look so much more soft and seamless. I'm blending it out with a dense foundation brush, just pressing it gently into my skin. This helps everything look nice and smooth and gives me that even glowy finish I love. I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Cocoa. I love how this blends into my skin. I'm only using one pump today because that's enough to smooth everything out and give me a nice even base to work with. Now it's time to warm up my complexion with Juvia's Place Bronzer in Expresso. I focus on my forehead, the hollows of my cheeks, my jawline and a little on the nose. This just adds a sun-kissed glow and gives my face some lovely definition before moving on to blush and highlight. I'm gently blending my bronzer out with a brush to make sure there are no harsh edges. Using a warm, deep shade is ideal. It warms up the skin and creates that soft, sculpted effect that really makes your makeup pop. I'm using Maybelline concealer to highlight key areas of my face, under the eyes, the forehead, nose and chin. This step gives my face dimension and makes it look more lifted and radiant. I love this concealer because it's creamy, easy to blend and gives great coverage without feeling heavy, so my highlight looks smooth and natural. Now I'm taking a small fluffy brush to blend out my concealer. Using a brush like this helps diffuse the product seamlessly, softening any harsh edges and creating a smooth, natural looking finish. It also helps the concealer settle perfectly into the skin for a flawless highlight. I already applied the e.l.f. Camo blush in Gorge Orange to the highest point of my cheek and I'll be going in to blend that out. I'm going ahead to add another blush, the e.l.f. Putty blush, to create the perfect shade for my skin. I apply it to the apples of my cheeks and sweep it up towards my temples. The combination gives such a fresh, glowy flush that looks supernatural but still makes my cheeks pop. I'm going in with another concealer to brighten up my under eyes. This step makes a huge difference. It instantly lifts the area, covers any remaining dark spots and gives that fresh, glowing under eye highlight that really makes your makeup pop. And I'm going in with the same small fluffy brush to blend it out smoothly and seamlessly. For this step, you can also use a beauty blender. It all depends on what you want. It is advisable to look upwards when blending out your concealer to avoid any creasing. Now I'm setting my concealer with Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder. This makes sure my highlight stays in place all day, prevents any creasing and gives a soft, flawless finish. I like to press it gently under the eyes and along the high points for a long-lasting glow. Now I'm setting my bronzer with Fit Me powder to make sure it lasts and stays in place. I apply it where I bronzed, cheeks, jawline and forehead for a smooth, long-lasting natural finish that keeps my face looking warm and sculpted. Now I'm setting the rest of my face with MAC Studio Fix powder. This powder helps lock in my foundation and concealer, control shine and gives a flawless matte finish that lasts all day. I lightly sweep it over my entire face for a smooth, even base. I'm using the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer to add warmth and dimension to my face. This bronzer has a creamy, buttery texture that blends beautifully, making it easy to build up the color without looking patchy. I focus it on the hollows of my cheeks, temples and jawline for a natural, sun-kissed finish. Next, I'm baking my face. I pile on some setting powder under my eyes and on my highlighted areas and let it sit for a few minutes. This step keeps my makeup in place, brightens the skin and gives a smooth radiant finish. Now I'm going in with a pop of hot pink and orange blush on the apples of my cheeks. Adding vibrant color brings life to the face and balances out all the contour and highlight. Since it's 2025 and we are embracing blush blindness, don't be afraid to really play with your color. It's all about making your cheeks the star of the show. I'm working on my brows now. I start by pressing them down with soap and setting in with powder. Then I fill in gaps using short hairline strokes. I focus on creating a natural arc that complements my face shape, which enhances the eyes and overall makeup balance. I'm cleaning up around my brows with some concealer. This makes everything look neat, defined and polished, while still blending perfectly into the skin for a natural, flawless finish. I clean the under part of my brow with a lighter concealer and I clean the top part of my brow with a darker concealer. Now I'm preparing my eyelids by applying concealer and setting it with powder. This helps create a smooth base, evens out the skin tone and prevents creasing throughout the day. Once my lids are ready, I'm moving on to transition shades. I'm taking this deep brown shade from Annie's Beauty Meet the Browns palette and applying it to my crease. These shades are incredibly pigmented, so a little goes a long way. Next, I'm adding a lighter brown shade to soften the first color and blend everything together. I use circular motions to make sure the transition is seamless and smooth. Next, I'm applying a shimmer gold shade from the Morphin Neutrals palette to my eyelids. This type of shimmer catches the light beautifully, adds dimension, and the high pigmentation ensures a bold, eye-catching finish. I like to press it onto the lid for maximum impact. Next, I'm taking a matte nude brown shade from the same Morphe Neutrals palette and applying it to the inner corners of my eyes. This helps soften the look, adds subtle depth and creates a smooth transition between the shimmer on the lid and the rest of the eye. Now I'm lining my eyes with the e.l.f. liquid liner. I start close to the lash line, creating a smooth, precise line to define my eyes. This liquid liner has a fine tip, making it easy to get sharp lines and even build a wing if desired. Now I'm lining my waterline with a black gel liner. This helps define the eyes, intensifies the lash line and make the overall eye look more dramatic and polished. Using gel liner on the waterline ensures it stays in place longer than pencil liners. Putting on some mascara. This step makes my lashes pop, adds volume and really opens up the eyes. I like to start at the base and brush upward to get full defined lashes that complete the eye look. I'm going in to apply my false lashes. I trim them to fit, add some glue and place them carefully on my lash line. They make my eyes look bigger, fuller and add the final touch of drama to complete the glam look. I'm going in with mascara again to blend my natural lashes and my false lashes seamlessly because we don't want them hanging out. Now I'm dusting off the big powder with a small fluffy brush. This removes any excess product while leaving the highlight and contour in place. It helps create a smooth natural finish and ensures the under eye and highlighted areas look flawless. Moving on to lips. Now I'm lining my lips using the Beckham matte lipstick in the shade Choco. I love using this as a liner because it's smooth, rich and blends beautifully with any lip color. The deep brown shade helps define my lips and creates the perfect base for the rest of my lip combo. I'm going in with a nude pink shade in the middle of my lips, and I'm just applying that there. I'm going in with my NYX Butter Gloss to finish the lips. This gloss is so creamy and glossy. It melts right into the lip liner and gives me that soft buttery shine that looks amazing every time. For the final touches, I'm going in with my powder puff under the eyes to press everything in and smooth out any last creases. This helps brighten the area and gives the makeup a flawless, long-lasting finish. I'm adding some highlighter to my cheekbones and nose. It gives me that soft, glowy finish and really brings the whole makeup look to life. Now I'm finishing everything off with my MAC setting spray. This locks the makeup in place, melts all the powders together, and gives my skin a smooth, flawless finish that lasts all day. This is our final look, and I love how everything came together. Thank you for watching all the way through. Let me know in the comments if this look is your vibe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.